Ladies and gents, we've got the HL Stormers coach, Dobson. We'll open the floor for questions here on the floor and then come to the guys online.
John, things must have looked a bit hairy in that second half. How proud are you of the team for actually getting through that tough period and still winning?
Yeah, very proud. It's the short answer. It was very hairy. I thought there were a couple of key moments when the score got to, when they were 2 away, but I thought they could have buried us. They were so dominant. They were getting so many 22-meter entries, and that was a hallmark of the game. I think we had to defend 8 5-meter lineouts, and there was our whole plan was not to give entries. I think the way the Bulls got in on 22 was really good reflection on them, and that's how they got themselves back in the game. I think the end of the first half was a case in point. We had a scrum here, attacked a scrum we shouldn't have attacked, gave away a penalty, more penalty card. So those 10 minutes after halftime, I could just feel our energy going out, and I'm just amazed that we clawed ourselves way back. I think way Warwick came on and just created some magic, and it's probably what the only thing that was going to get us out from the position we were in.
So it's obviously good to win a lot of this for you guys and very special for us. Yeah. But given the stop-start nature and everything we've been through this last while, and the pressure you guys obviously also feel in the competition, how big is a way to win?
I think it's absolutely valid, because the stop-start nature is frustrating. We go and play the Lions on the 4th of December, having been stopped for a while. It was the 4th of December, and we lost badly. We played well, but you think, jeepers, we've had another pre-season. So the same thing here, Bulls, it's tough, and it impacts different teams. It is really tough to go through these sort of mini pre-seasons all the time. The vision after that Lions game was that we were really desperate because we'd lost a home game against the Lions, which I think most of the country would expect us to win, and we lost it quite badly. So, maybe the Bulls, I didn't hear what Jake said, we're taking a broader view, and we didn't quite have that luxury after what had happened against the Lions, So we put a lot into this game, and we worked really hard the last few weeks. But these URC derbies, I think long views, it's probably the right thing, but they're almost 4 8-point swings, or just 8 or 10-point swings, aren't they? If the Lions get 5 points against us, we don't get 5, the log's gone the other way. So these derbies are really, really important to us. So it was massive for us.
Has it made it worse with the fact that you haven't been playing overseas teams in between, so you don't have that luxury of watching somebody else?
I think that's absolutely spot on. I think we're in for a really tough period now. And at least we get playing every week. But I don't our fixtures: Sharks away, Sharks home, Lions away. I mean, it is tough. I think what would have been really good for us in the competition, for all the South African sides, because nobody likes to see the log. I mean, when Super Blitz your friend comes on, I can't look, because it's I don't know, we're above Zebra with the Bulls or whatever the story is. And I just think, had we had the Bulls had that Munster team here, or we had Zebra there, we'd all be mid-table and feeling a little bit better about it. But there's a bit more desperation now.
John, how much does this win count towards your momentum?
Look, it is. It's just, as I say, we want to climb up this table. I think every South African team, Stormers, we're going through a bit of a rebuild. That we want to be, I don't know what the qualification is finally going to be for Europe next year, or whatever. But we all want to be at that table. So that's priceless in that respect.
John, decided to take you targeted 2 aspects of the game, and especially in that first half, we worked very well the scrums and then the breakdown. The Bulls were caught with the pass down again with big ball carriers and no feature. Is it the case of a game plan that worked very well for you?
Yeah, I think, look, our plan, the breakdown, obviously we saw a lot of what happened in the last 10 days, with the way that Bulls really comprehensively beat us in the Currie Cup game and the personnel. So we had an idea who was playing this week, which allowed us to get some idea of a plan, which was based around, it wasn't about breakdown. We didn't quite expect the scrum, but I feel for any team, we had it in the game against the Lions. If your main tight end goes off in 10 minutes, and we saw England in the World Cup, happened to us when Netland Fisher went off against the Lions, it happened, the Bulls didn't have a tight end. So that is quite seismic, and that probably gave us, we didn't quite expect that reward in the scrums. But I thought our territorial game and the way we kicked down the field and the way we had the territory and those attacking kicks, that was our plan, and that was sort of working. But the converse of our plan was not to give the Bulls 22-meter entries, and I think we really poor in that area. That's discipline, mistakes we made, then winning the sheer kicking battle.
Last one from the floor, and then we go to the guys online.
You spoke about the territorial game, Dobson. Mani Level's performance.
No, look, he play. He makes, you know, the thing with Marnie and Warwick, who both come from here. It's a bit of roulette, you know, in the nicest possible way. Because when Warwick, I don't think we weren't coming back from that game if Warwick hadn't done that magic that he did. And you know, and Marnie is the same. He can do something that's incredible attacking kicks. One beautiful straight down kick which split their two wings, and we got a lot of territory out of it. Yeah, so, and the way he brings a lot of smoothness on take. I think the important thing for us as the Storm was to give Marnie confidence by playing him at 10. I think that's, you know, he's been to the Sharks, he's gone 10, 15 out, 10, 15 out. My Damien Williams, I think I can, you know, it wasn't our best success. So Marnie will get a run there. And I think going through a pressure game like that, he'll be better for it. So yeah, excited with it. He kicked one over from the corner. I mean, we were making plans that we're only going to be 2 points ahead. The next thing it's gone over from the corner. So that's good.
We'll go to the guys online. I see Michael, your hand is up, then Leighton, and then Kanyiso.
Dobbo, could you please just describe Paul de Vet's try? Because not all of us actually saw it. So I'd like to know what actually happened there.
I was in the ladies again, Mike. I really was. No, the gents, sorry. I genuinely didn't see it. Ciabella made a break. Warwick made a breakdown this side, fed Ciabella, is that right? And Ciabella passed inside to Warwick. Sorry, it's Paul, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then just lastly from my side.
Warwick should have created something out of nothing down on the touchline.
Great. Lastly from my side, obviously those first 35 minutes will give us a lot of confidence, but also to fight back in the way that we did in the last 15 at altitude, you must take a lot from that. Yeah,
it was special. They showed character because I mean, at one side, I'll be honest, I thought we were well beat. You know, when that try was a set piece try, who was it? Harold Forster? Who scored it? Badosh. Yeah. Then I thought, you know, it was just too easy. And I don't think it's quite as simple as complete dominance in the first 30. I thought we played well into plan, but I think there were still 6 or 7 Bulls, 22-minute entries. You know, we got a couple of holding penalty on the ball. We turned over something. They knocked one on there. So, yeah, we weren't brilliant in the first 35, but I thought we played to the plan. But to come up here against character, against a team was then loaded with some really good Springboks. And to have some sort of belief to find that was very special.
Leighton.
Thank you, sir. Hi, Dobbo. Congrats on that win. Just firstly, you're going to have to make a choice whether Damien stays at 15 or Warwick comes on. It's probably going to be a waste alternating them because there are guys that can break up a game for you quite early on. Have you considered Warwick, Damien at 12 at all? Is that something looking forward to, bringing Warwick back to 15? You've got quite a number of outside backs that can also cover wing and 15 when needed.
We made a plan for these local derbies, these 4 games I mentioned, that we communicate with the players. The players bought into it, and the same applies for the 12s and a couple of other positions where we've got a bit of depth. And I don't think based on a sort of last 1 minutes against the Bulls here that we're going to change that, because we're going to. I think we'll stick with the plan. I'm going to touch the other coaches, but I think that was to get us through these local derbies. That the question came here about how important the next few weeks are, and that's, I think we'll stick with our plan there. I think to chop and change based on wouldn't be right and fair on the other players involved in it. But I think in the longer term, if we're going to if Warwick stays at this union, because his contract is up in June, but I'm 90% confident he's going to stay on. If Warwick stays on, then obviously we can't have Warwick Gelant on the starting or Damien Williams on the bench or vice versa. And I think the most logical move then is Damien up into 12, but that's not going to happen in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, and then just lastly.
Okay, Leighton, finish off.
Thank you. Dobbo, do you think after today's win, those recovering fans from the DHL Stormers fans from the video, Temba, Johan and Chantal will be coming back to you guys?
Yeah, I must admit I was grateful that that video was been playing in the team room last night. You know, I said, I didn't speak to the team before the game. I said that I think they made a decision. Hopefully there's some recovering Stormers fans tomorrow from hangovers, but look, I do, in the context of that video, I do think anything that creates interest and thing in rugby, and it was funny and well done, but it did help our players a little bit.
Kanyiso?
Lee did ask my question, so it's fine. I was going to ask that similar one.
Any other questions, guys? Thank you very much. Thanks very much, Coach Dobson. Really appreciate it, and congratulations on the
Thanks very much. Thanks, James.
win.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, Dobbo.
Where does it see next week?